Hi Truth Seekers. So now I'm in a section of research where I'm trying to see if I can document the origins of some of the most controversial issues the lay public has with the space administration globally. This particular pocket grab scene, in my view, is an important catalyst for many of the theories denouncing the legitimacy of spaceflight. Here's that scene in its broader context. You have these 4 astronauts. So as far as just establishing full context of the scene, I need to know from what space flight this footage was taken, and were there any other remarkable occurrences during that particular space flight. I have been perusing NASA's YouTube channel, just getting a general sense of the breadth of the content that they cover. And let me tell you, with all of these playlists, that content is quite vast. Not all of the ISS expeditions are listed, but a number of the expeditions are listed as individual playlists. I've not been able to locate these astronauts through investigating these playlists so far. My interest in this topic came from watching one of Nicola 3's posts where he shows a scene. I thought I could possibly use reverse image search to get the origin of the original clip, which can then be analyzed using various graphical techniques. There is an extension that you can add to a Google Chrome or Brave browser called InVid, and this extension allows you to try to source Twitter videos. So I did that here. Doing that and submitting will yield options for different ways to search thumbnail image, this one here. So using TinEye, thumbnail web hosting sources appear that has specific date range. The majority of these sources are from the year 2017. I clicked on a majority of these links and found that many of the pages were taken down. Here's an example of such. And so I've not been able to properly source this actual video. If some of you truth detectives have memory of the names of these individuals or know where I can locate the original recording, please let me know in the comments. Now, I had seen quite a bit of content while doing investigation on the nature of spaceflight and the goings on for ISS. Just a few examples here. You have pizza being thrown around. Canadian Space Agency astronaut Chris Hadfield showing that it's impossible to cry on a space station in a way that doesn't look completely ridiculous. Play the short clip here.
You just ended up with a bigger and bigger ball of water in your eye until eventually it crosses across your nose and gets into your other eye.
So I thought this was fairly believable when looking at the chemistry and physics of water with its surface tension and hydrogen bonding, although I'm sure this can be mimicked terrestrially with specific test chemicals. I've seen a very convincing, almost hour-long tour of inside ISS featured on the Up Into Space channel. This is to be a counterpoint to the question of harnesses. I came across this Jeranism video that did have a point that was potentially instantly provable, and so I'll play his setup here first.
This is my least favorite person in the world, something Cristoforetti. She did not put hairspray in her hair today. It's impressive. So you see I am just skipping around a little bit here. I actually watched this whole thing. It was painful.
Okay, so you see Cristoforetti. I'll show you another picture of her soon. But in a specific setting, she is with another astronaut in a specific docking bay of the ISS. The lighting makes this technically difficult, but it is possible to appreciate that her hair is not poofy in this scene, and it can be compared to another scene. I'm going to show you some more images of her hair not appearing poofy.
Off in the face and sit there. And here's these two. I know the one guy's name is Vril or something, and this is Cristoforetti. Notice her hair is nice and flat today. If you ever see her on her once a week calls that she does with schools or something, she'll put all that hairspray in her hair and have it stick straight up, but not today.
Okay, this is the key shot. So you can see the individual hairs laying flatly on top of one another. From our view, appearing almost like a type of bob cut. The lighting in this scene is not overall good for making determination, so you can have a debate potentially. Just keep this image in your mind, and I will decrease the window view here, try to maximize your vantage point. Probably the best image, single image that gives you a sense of her hair in a specific scene. Now compare and contrast to her Wikipedia image. So her name is Samantha Cristoforetti. She's an Italian astronaut. And so you see the hair is similar to that video I just showed you. And now compare here, where the hair is poofy all of a sudden.
A study on the International Space Station.
So very different.
Also with regard to the living system.
She's a very distinct looking individual. And this NASA video confirms it is indeed Samantha Cristoforetti of the European Space Agency. And so this is one easily demonstrable difference where we would not think a difference should exist. She's in a zero-G environment for both of these. You may argue perhaps she put some type of topical in her hair for this instant, creating the flat. Regardless, it's these types of discrepancies that continues to kindle the flame of controversy about the legitimacy of these space expeditions. So these space orgs need PR individuals who can directly address each of the many discrepancies, explaining them in such a way that does not insult the intelligence of the truth seekers. That, in being wary of making any political statements, would go a long way to repairing public confidence in the space administration. And back to the original purpose of this video, again, if you have any information that can help me source this particular video, I would be appreciative of it. So next time, peace.